What's up, family? It is time for some power Pilates, and we are focusing on abs and booty today. I am using ankle weights just to spice things up for the lower body, and on top of that, I have some light weights, 1.5 kilogram in each hand, for the upper body. If you don't have any weights or ankle weights laying around, don't you worry about a thing. You can do it just with a mat. Let's come and set our feet hip width distance, starting off with a nice little shoulder roll to the back of the front. And even if you have weights or equipment laying around, but you don't feel like adding that spice today, that's completely okay too. It's going to be powerful just without. Give yourself a nice little head roll to the left and the right. I like to just consider this moment to loosen up and let everything go that doesn't have to do with this very moment. Taking a deep breath in, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, just let them fall. And then this time, inhale, reach the arms up, shoulders away from the ears, nice and powerful stance. Your feet are going to be shoulder width distance, so a little bit wider, and then we sink down into a squat, pushing your knees to your tiny toes, dropping your body weight into the back of the heels. As you come up, squeeze your glutes, take your time, come back down. So we really want to feel that we're pushing from the inner thighs towards the tiny toes rather than having those knees come together in the bottom, right? Use your breath here. Really inhale deeply through the nose and loud exhales. This time when you come up, watch me as I'm going to lift my right leg up towards the sky and trying to tap for that right hand. Now they want to meet in the middle. Same leg repeat, so right side only. Drop down in your squat. Lift, make your palm and foot meet in the middle. If you can't lift the leg higher than 45 degrees, completely fine too. If you're right there, let's go for it. Feel the sides of the hips and glutes. Love to exhale as we're lifting that leg up. This time, we're going to place that left hand onto the hip, hold it up, and lift and lower. I want you to keep a strong bend in that left supporting leg, in that knee. Exhale as you drive the leg up. Gorgeous. Two more. Coming back into your single squats, okay? Reach your arms up to the sky, feet shoulder width distance, drop down in your squat. Two more reps. And coming to the other side. Watch me as we're going to drop down, lift that left leg up this time, meeting for the left hand in the middle. Love using your breath here as you exhale, coming into those obliques, the sides of the body. Nice and strong. Gorgeous. Just be proud of yourself for showing up today. Last one here, we're going to hold the next one up, placing that right hand onto the hip. Lift and lower on the left side. Make sure you got a nice and strong bend in that right supporting knee. There it is. Is it okay to be out of breath already? Completely. But I want you to focus on deep breaths here. So we don't want to be too high in that breath. Really breathe down into the belly. Last two. And last one. Gorgeous. Arms come back up. This time they come right in front of you. Forearms on top of each other. Sink down into your squat. Hold this pulse for 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Let's drop a little deeper with that butt. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Shake it out. If you have your weights, grab them. If you don't have your weights, what I want you to do here is spreading your fingers nice and wide so we really activate that entire upper body. We're going to set your feet this time hip width distance, so a little bit more narrow than we've done previously. Elbows close to the body, coming into a bicep curl. Palms are facing all the way up towards those shoulders, and then drop down. Full range of motion. What does that mean? We want to come all the way down in an extended position and all the way back up where your weight is reaching for the shoulders. Nice and slow, not in a rush. Want you to think of that core here. So bringing everything to center instead of pressing the booty back. Squeeze the glutes, tuck the hips under, pull the belly button in towards the rib cage. 2 more. And last one. Watch me as we're going to step back into a lunge, starting off with that right leg up front, left leg steps back. Curl and back down. You want to maintain that position of hip width apart, and you want to drop that back knee down to the floor. There it is. Coming back up front and drop back and front. Now we're going to spice it up for that balance, core. Watch me as I'm lifting that leg up towards the knee. Knee raise, drop back, step back, lunge to knee raise. And think of breathing through the nose, reaching all the way down to your tiny toe each time you inhale. Last 2. Gorgeous. Last one. Now hold this next one up here. Option for modification is to drop your heel into the floor. If you can, we're going to try to stay here, bringing those weights up to a curl. Press, palms are facing forward as they press, and then back towards the body as they curl, and down. Let's go. Curl. Press, curl, down. Woo, it's all about balance here, focusing on that core. If you need that extra support, just drop that heel down to the floor. Press it into the mat. Last 2. Last one. Fabulous. And set the feet down, shoulder roll. Shake it out, especially that supporting leg is on fire here. Back into your curl. Elbows close to the body. Now here's what I want you to do. We're going to slowly lift those elbows to shoulder height. If this is too much with your weights, I'd rather have you drop your weight than lowering those elbows, okay? So you can do this without your weights as well. Elbows are shoulder height. We curl it all the way into the shoulders and then all the way extension. And we're going to step back with that right leg. Left is up front. Extension forward. Let's go. Consistently stepping back with that right leg. Drop that knee down to the floor. Extension. Continuing to engage that core. So you're pulling that belly button into the rib cage. Fill your rib cage with breath. Are we still breathing deeply? Or are we getting into that chest breath? That's what we want to avoid. Really center here through your breath. Last one. Gorgeous. And lift that knee all the way up. Lower down. Spicing things up here for the core. 3 more. We got it. 2. And 1. Option here is to lower the legs down. Bring the hands down, elbows close to the body, or keeping that leg lifted, knee towards the chest. Press and curl. Your girl is breathing. It's one of those days where I gotta use nose and mouth to get that oxygen in. Gotta find my balance. Drop that heel down to the floor just for a moment. And then I centered. Caught my breath again and I'm back. 2 more. Beautiful. Last one. Gorgeous. Set your feet hip width distance. Shake it out for a moment, people. Oh gosh. Hip width apart. Elbows come close to the body. You're circling out to the side. Your weights are going to top up, pop. They're going to tap. And then bring it back down. Circle front, tap bottom. Tap top. Tap top. Tap bottom. Tap top. Remember here to center from the hips, the pelvic area. We're not pressing that booty back. Squeeze it in, tuck it under. Can we speed it up a bit? Just a bit. Let's see what happens. And 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the next one up. 1. Boom. Extend the arms out. Elbows are coming shoulder height. They're going to touch up front. Opening upside. Press up. Arnold press. There we go. Open. Forward. Open wide, press up. 4 more. Gorgeous. 3 more. Fire! 2 more. Sometimes you got to remind yourself why you're in it, especially through the fatigue, through the burn. Last one, we got it. Press it all the way up. Gently let them come down. Shoulder roll, please. Thank you very much. You know those moments where you're just like, ugh. Don't be too dramatic now. It's okay to be a little bit dramatic. Let's drop the weights right in front of you. Always be mindful when you're dropping your weights. Core is engaged. We're bending into the legs. Drop those weights and come back up. Want you to come all the way to the top of your mat. Your feet are going to be hip width apart. You're going to take a deep breath in here. And you're going to swing that upper body forward. Exhale. Lift up. While you're here, I want you to come onto your tippy toes. Inhale deeply. Exhale, swing it out. Back center. Tippy toes. Lift up. 1 more. Let's go. Lift up, tippy toes. Ooh. Finding that balance. And bring the heels down to the floor. Roll down, starting with the chin to the chest. And all the way down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Hands are going to come flat onto the floor. Now, option is to jump out in a plank position or to step out in a plank position. Let's go. Very dramatic squeak moment here because of my mat. And then coming onto the elbows. Stack those elbows right below the shoulders. Palms are going to be touching into prayer. Now I want you to drive the knee towards the chest. Right knee first. Back to your low plank. Switch. Left knee and low plank. Don't forget to lower those hips in between, okay? So you're creating space by slightly lifting the hips only as much as you need. Knee towards the forehead. Back center. Gorgeous. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Drop the knees down to the floor. Place them nice and wide apart. And then set your hands onto the mat. Press those hips back. So you're really creating space here to drop your head down for a moment. Child's pose. Notice what happens here on your exhales. You feel that? Every time you exhale, you can start to release a little more tension of that upper body. Coming into a section where we're really going to start feeling that lower body burn. So let's talk some courage into ourselves. Coming on to all fours. And then I want you to come onto your elbows. You're going to spread your fingers nice and wide. So you really create that support right here up front. And we're going to extend the right leg out while keeping both of the hip bones pointing down towards the mat. You're going to drive the knee all the way up to the forehead. Little crunch in that upper body, in that torso. Pull the belly button in towards the spine. And then extend. Now, no arching here. There's no compensation here by arching the back. You keep that torso nice and strong, nice and still. Extend the leg, lengthen as much as you can. Point your toes away from you. Drive the knee in again. Extend now, inhale. Exhale as you drive the knee in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, drive the knee in. Nice and slow. I want you to bring all of your focus, so really all of your thoughts, into the center of your body here, your core. Think of the abdominals, the front of that core, and then pull that belly in as you exhale. And then extend the leg, inhale. Exhale, navel comes into the rib cage. One more. Gorgeous. Last one. Extend the leg out. We're going rainbow tap. You're going to tap behind your supporting leg. So behind the left leg, rainbow, half a circle all the way to the other side. Tap on the right. And to the left. Close your eyes. Right. Can you lengthen that leg even more? So push it away from the body. The tallest leg you've created for yourself here. It doesn't get any taller than this. There's no soft bend to be found in that working leg. Last two. Last one. Got one more challenge here, okay? You're going to extend that leg out. Now, option is to keep your hands and elbows right here. Little pulse. If you need a little more spice, this is going to be tougher for that core. You can extend your arms further away from you and start pulsing it out. You got 8 to go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the knee back down to the floor. Hands on the mat. Set your knees nice and wide apart. Press back, child's pose. We needed that. I needed this child's pose moment desperately here. We're not going to be done on this side just yet, okay? I would love for you to roll all the way up. And then coming onto your knees, facing forward. You want to make sure that you have one weight just on the left side of your mat. Extending your right leg out. Left knee is going to stay right there below the hips. So there's a difference between low plank modification, shifting your weight to the other side, or keeping that knee right below the hip. Imagine a bench right here next to you. Reach over that bench. Try not to touch it with those hips. Hand is right below the shoulder. Soft bend in that elbow. Reach the arms up to the sky. Want you to start off here with threading in and lift that arm up to the sky. Look along. Follow it with your eyes, with your face, and with the tension of your neck. All right? It makes a difference where we're looking. Last one here. Now, option is you're going to stay here without weight. Option 2 is you're going to grab your weight to spice things up. We're going to lift that leg off the floor this time. There we go. Thread it all the way in. Lift and look up. Thread in. Through towards the other side. Then lift up to the ceiling. And lift up. Nice and slow. Take your time. Really finding what gives you power at this moment. Whether it's your breath, your thoughts, your commitment, your body. Whatever it is that's going to give you power, I want you to really focus on it. Hold this next one up. Leave it up there. And a little pulse in that leg. Go up for 10, 9, 8, wow, 7, 6. Look down to the floor for 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Catch your breath. How you feeling? Wow. Give yourself a nice little shoulder roll to the back and the front. We're going to switch for the other side, okay? Starting off in that bird dog position. Weights are off the mat. I'm going to swap to the other side. You can stay there if you want to, whatever feels good. I want you to come onto all fours and then stacking those elbows below the shoulders. So your elbows are down on the floor here. Spreading those hands onto the mat. Extend the left leg out this time. Hip bones are pointing down to the mat. You're going to drive that knee towards the forehead. Little crunch in the torso. Pull the belly button into the rib cage, creating space for a good crunch here. Extend the leg. Lengthen as much as you can. Drive it in, exhale. Inhale, lengthen. What happens here if you focus on your breath, if you focus on moving slow? Don't rush through it. We rush through life. We're living in fast times. This is the perfect moment to slow down and feel powerful. Notice how much you can do, how much you can achieve when we slow down. It's unbelievable how we sometimes miss the point of when we slow down, it takes us so many steps forward. Witness your strength. Witness your power here, your fire. This is a moment where I love to tell myself, I get to do this. I don't have to do this. I get to do this. I get to move my body this way. Isn't that incredible? Hold this next one out. Rainbow tap. You're going to start off right behind the right leg and then half a circle, rainbow shape, tap to the right side, to the left side, then to the right. In the meantime, you try to keep that torso as still as possible. There's your challenge. Ooh, it's fiery. That we can say. We can say the least. Keep breathing. Last two. Last one. Fantastic work. And hold this next one up. Little pulse. Remember having both hip bones pointing down to the floor. Option 2, if you want to make it spicier for that core, set your hands further away from the mat. Extend those arms. Reach as far as you can, but you want to keep those hips aligned above the knee, above that supporting knee. Stay here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the knee down, hands on the mat. Wow, I don't know how we do it, but we certainly did it. Press your hips back. Drop your head down to the floor. Sometimes I just don't know. Like, don't you have that ever? Or you're like, wow, I don't know where I got that from. I thought I was tired, but I guess I'm fine. I guess we're stronger than we think we are. And that's the beauty of it, right? Come and lay one weight, which is optional, onto the right side of your mat. You're going to extend your left leg out. Right knee is right below the hip. Remember that bench. Can't lean on it. Try to stay over. Reach over, keeping the foot down on the floor. Reach that arm up to the sky. Thread through, wrapping around that torso and then lift up, look along. Just follow it with your head, with your eyes. This is where you want to avoid letting go of that core control. We really want to consistently think of keeping it engaged. Got an option for you to spice it up. You can lift that leg up, and if you want to, you can even grab and add a weight to it. Lift that leg up, arm reaches up to the sky. Thread through, lift up. It's a tough one here to catch your balance, okay? If you lose it, catch your breath. You're on earth. It's gravity. We can pick it back up, okay? Don't give up on yourself. 2 more. You got it. Me too. I'm shaking, I promise you. Last one. Weight reaches up to the sky or arm, then lift that look down to the floor. Leg pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Catch your breath. Wow. How we feeling? We're good? Come and lay onto your, let me think about this. Left side first. Right leg's gonna be up for this last exercise. Grab onto your weight. Come and lay down. I took some extra breaths and breaks in this one. I don't know if you noticed. I needed it. Maybe you too. I hope so. Grab your weight. Lean onto your elbow. You're going to extend both legs. And then your bottom leg is going to have a tiny micro bend. If you're pregnant and you need more support, you can bend that leg. Or if you, in general, need more support, go ahead and bend it a little bit more. It's going to be a bit tougher on that micro bend, okay? Top leg is fully extended, both of your hip bones pointing forward. You're going to grab onto your weight, place it onto the thigh, and we're going to lift that leg and lower. I want you to press that weight into the thigh. Now, it's not only the weight, it's also that resistance that we create, right? By pushing that leg down while trying to lift it up. There's that resistance. It's the same feeling as a resistance band. You create more resistance, so it's harder to move. And we got to push through that. Lift up and lower. It's not about how high we lift the leg. It's really about I want you to fully extend that leg and try to stay centered, not letting those hips fall forward. Lift and lower and lift and lower. Gorgeous. Last one. Now hold this next one up. Flex the toes. Little pulse here for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Try to push that foot down as we lift it up. 2, 1. Double the pace. Up, up for 10. Last 9, 8, 7. You got it. 6. Don't look at me like that. I see you. 4, 3. I see you. 2, 1. Drop it down. Drop the weight down. Give a little stomp just because it feels good. We're going to bend the legs a little bit more. So into a 90-degree angle. Knees going to be aligned with the hip line or a little lower. That's okay. Extend the leg out. Both hands behind your head. Now, you're going to drive the knee in towards the elbow or as far in as that feels right. And then extend the leg. Upper body faces forward. Here we go. Bring it all the way in. Twist the upper body facing up. Knee in. Extend out. Drive it in. And out. Exhale in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale in. Inhale, lengthen. 2 more. In. And out. Last one. We're going to switch. And out. Lower the leg down. You did that. One more side, okay? We got it. Let's swap around. And come back. Bring that weight along onto your right side this time. Left leg is going to be up. Lean onto the elbow. Extend both of your legs. Start off with a micro bend. If you're pregnant or you need some more support, bend that leg a little bigger so you get some extra support, especially for that core. You're going to grab onto your weight. Press it onto the thigh. Extend that top leg as much as you can. Lift and lower. That's the hard part, right? It's coordination. If you have a micro bend, especially on that lower leg, it's very tempting to do the same on the top leg. But I need you to think, point your toes far away from the body. Does that make sense? Do you get what I mean when I say that? Your toes as far away from you so that leg is following, that extension is following. Now press that weight into the thighs. Don't hurt yourself. Sometimes I do it so hard. I see blue spots on my leg. I'm like, girl, you pushed it. Be gentle on that skin, but create resistance here. Weight is optional, of course, right? It's just that thought of resistance here. Damn, it's hitting me. Hold the next one up. Flex the toes. Little lift for 10, 9, 8, 7, ooh, 6, 5, 4. We're going to fight through the fatigue together, okay? We know there's a double pace here. Let's go. Double it up for up, up. 9, 8, 7. You got it. 6, 5. Me too. I'm shaking. 3, 2, 1. Wow. Lower it down. Drop the weight. I mean, squeeze me. Squeeze me. And bend your legs into a 90-degree angle. I don't know if I can still extend my top leg. Let's see if it even happens. Both of your hands behind your head. Extend that top leg if you can. And drive that knee in as far as feels right. It's almost feeling as if you're touching the opposite elbow. So you drive the knee in, touch the opposite elbow, chest faces up. And twist forward. Exhale, drive it in. Inhale forward. Exhale in. Inhale forward. Exhale. I'm shaking. My top leg is struggling, I'll tell you that. 3 more, we got it. It's done. And it's about time to wrap this up, y'all. Last one, baby. You got it. We're doing it. Extend. Drop it down. I'm going to take those ankle weights off right now. Let's just do that first. Wow. And let's come and lay onto your back. How you feeling? You good? Me too. I'm struggling. Let's place our right ankle on top of our left knee. And if it feels right, you can make a little bit more out of that stretch, bringing that knee towards the heart. Don't want you to pull here without control. Just want you to be gentle, giving your body a little treat. Just breathe. And let's gently drop both feet down. Shake off the legs. You're going to feel those calves wibble, wobble. You're going to feel the thighs do a little wobble dance here. Love that feeling. Just shake it off. And then we switch for the other side. So placing that left ankle on top of the right knee. Figure 4 stretch. This might be just enough for today. If it's not, you can gently bring it towards the heart. It's all about that self-talk during the workout, before the workout, and also after the workout. How do we talk ourselves into it? Do you have to do it, or do you get to do it? I get to move my body. I might not be in the mood today, or I might be a little tired or lazy or busy, but you know what? I get to move my body, and even if I do it for 10 minutes, I know it's going to make me feel better. And drop your feet down on the floor, shake it off. Gently help yourself up, coming onto the side, and press yourself up. Then coming into a comfortable seated position. If you are more comfortable or feeling more powerful today standing, go ahead, okay? Or laying, go ahead. One hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. I really want you to tap into what's happening in your body right now. So take a moment to close your eyes and to just witness where your energy is at. Where was it before class? Where was it during class? And what do you experience and feel now? Now, rather than taking this moment for granted and telling yourself, well, I have to do a workout. It's not a big win. I just showed up. Let's skip all of that type of talk and let's lean into being proud of yourself. Close your eyes and really feel this moment. Feel your body. Wow. I moved. I showed up. took this moment for me to strengthen myself, my body, my mind. This is it. This is the practice. Open your eyes for a moment. Let me tell you this. If we obsessively hold on to the result, we will never be satisfied. It's just how it is. We have to start understand that it's about the practice, the path, the road. This is it. This is the moment. This is now. This is life. It's happening right now. It's not the result. It's not the destination. It's right here. Take it. Enjoy it. Make the most out of it. Even if it's 1% every single day. 1% better. It's worth it. Thank you so much for showing up. I'm so proud of you. Enjoy the practice. Enjoy the journey. You deserve it the mostest. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself, okay?